Hey everyone, I'm back with my 5,500 hours of GTA 5 speedrunning experience, and a bunch of stuff that you probably don't know about the game. The easiest method of car duplication can be done in any garage. Simply half get out of the vehicle, switch characters, and then switch back. As an aside, when I was testing this for the video, I happened to clip through the wall into an unloaded state. The only thing of significance that I could see was a bunch of very low poly vehicles in the distance. During Dead Man Walking, if you bring the police to the point where you're meant to meet Franklin, the police will shoot and kill Franklin despite him doing nothing wrong.
He's hot. Nowhere to run. Stop. You got nowhere to go?
We have a visual. Moving to engage.
Don't move. Reload.
It doesn't matter where or at what frequency you fire your bullets at the petrol tanker, it'll always blow up after the exact same amount of bullets. This of course depends on your gun, but for the assault rifle it takes 21 bullets every time. I am sure most of you are already aware of this, but yes, swapping your guns does reload them. Additionally, if you use hotkeys, there is no delay in this reloading. The front door of the Lifeinvader building has some interesting effects. If you even touch the left door, you'll be locked in a state where you can't bring out any weapons or jump until you run quite a far distance away from the building. This does not happen if you only go out the right-hand side of the door. I mentioned previously that lowering your distance scaling setting removed a bunch of objects from the side of the road. Strangely, paint cans, bricks, tires, and cinder blocks are not affected by distance scaling, they are affected by shader quality. To make these semi-solid objects not spawn, you have to set it to normal. This is of course far less impactful in the speedrun than distance scaling. In any mission where a main character appears, regardless of whether or not you play them, they will have a consistent spawn location after that mission. For example, even while we don't play as Trevor in Fame or Shame, he does appear in the mission, so he will always spawn at a particular point afterwards.
Back, motherfucker.
On the flip side, any character that didn't appear in the mission will just have a generic spawn. For the speedrun, we have mapped all of these spawn locations.
Hey, I think they see me, my nigga. They gonna run up on me. We got this. Go help your friend. Alright, I'm coming, dawg.
A handful of scenes throughout the game require you to listen to some dialogue before it'll let you switch to the next character and start the next scene. A good example of this is The Third Way.
Frank, I think T's in trouble. There's an FIB team where I last saw him and he ain't responding.
Man, I gotta stay out here with Lamar. Can you get to him?
Shit.
Fine. I'll try and find him.
This waiting for dialogue can be skipped by lighting yourself on fire by any source.
I just wanted some cover.
T, come in.
Alright, I'm looking for him.
Going underwater can also enable you to not have to wait for the dialogue and instead switch immediately.
Hey, Lester, I dealt with Haynes. You got a location on Devin Weston yet?
Yeah, I do. The Merryweather team was dispatched to protect him at his house in the Tonga Hills. I say house, it's more of a...
Yeah, whatever. I'll go up there and get him.
Who's next? Hey, the boy Chang. Don't worry, I'm on him.
The cinematic camera on father-son is very committed to having Michael behind the boat, to the extent where it'll warp you if it doesn't like where you are.
Watch out for the boom! Fuck! Hold on!
All I'm doing here is looking in the general direction of the boat and pressing the R button.
Hold on much longer! Shit! We told you not. Be cool! Ah, help me, Dad! Ah! I'm not coming to help you. I'm slipping! This is it! Yo, brother man. Alrighty then.
While somewhat less consistent on the newest patch, it is possible to avoid getting drugged on Did Somebody Say Yoga. Simply call a taxi and let the phone call go through.
Yeah, hey, I need a cab.
Stay where you are. I got a driver right around the corner.
Appreciate it. So, want a drink?
Then just keep spamming to bring up your phone and make random calls.
I'm friend to the pedestrian kind of guy. Fine. Give it here.
It's a little subtle, but no one is actually grabbing or passing the drink container here. These phone calls have prevented Michael from actually drinking, so he is not drugged and you won't have the drugged effect as you drive back to Michael's. Unfortunately, the cutscene is still scripted, so of course it will play.
I gotta pull over. Oh, what was in that thing? It's harmless. Vets have been using it for decades. What? You anesthetize me?
An interesting failsafe mechanism can be shown using Dave on Three's Company.
Nice car. Taxpayers treating you right. Jesus!
I'm intentionally not moving too far away that I fail the mission, and you can see on the map that Dave is still moving.
I need you to make a couple of calls. Get some people on board. First guy is Franklin Clinton.
This doesn't work with every friendly NPC, but at least some of them, if they feel like they're taking too long to get into your vehicle, they'll simply warp there.
This chump change. How I'm gonna knock a bad, grown and sexy bitch if I ain't got a fat peasocky?
And that's it for this week's episode. Thanks for watching. If you're interested, I'm doing a giveaway right now where you get to challenge me to any game that you want, and if you win $100. The video explaining this giveaway should be the pinned comment. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to see you back next week.